What up, peeps? It's Phil back again with another video. And in this one, I'm just going to be discussing my thoughts about the Korg Volca FM. Hold on, let me just bring it out right here. It's a 3-voice FM synthesizer, portable, light as could be. And yeah, let me just tell you about my story and my experiences with this synthesizer. So this happens to be my first synthesizer that I really purchased. Before that, I used the Novation Mini Nova that my brother bought. That was his first synthesizer, and so that kind of introduced me to like the world of synths. So right then and there, I was like twiddling with knobs and stuff, creating my own patches on that, and I was gonna move in a few months, and I wanted to find an inexpensive but also portable option that I could use with a pocket operator, mainly the PO33. And so when I went on to Amazon, I found Korg Volcas. There was one that I was really interested in, called the sample, because I love making sample based beats. I love samplers in general. I have a kind of I don't know, maybe a semi obsession with it, but don't have the money for that. So all I could do is just read reviews and stuff online. Am I right? Anyways, so I wanted to get the Volca sample and then the Volca FM. And so what happened was I placed the order for both online, and to my horror, I found out that the Volca sample wasn't actually coming from Canada at the time. It was being shipped from Japan for some reason, and I'm like, hey, this is Amazon. I wasn't buying stuff like from eBay, because usually on eBay there's a lot of sellers from Japan. But what was weird was that like my Volca FM, it was like in a prime next 2-day delivery type thing. So by the time I got my Volca FM, I was already familiarizing myself with it, and it took so long for the Volca sample to come that I ditched it. I was like, whatever. Anyways, I heard reviews that it was really hard to load in samples. That's why I was really excited when the Volca Sample 2 came out. People were like, oh, there weren't that many improvements and stuff. But honestly, the whole USB sample transfer thing, that's a huge improvement. Like they didn't need to change that much to begin with. But yeah, anyways. So, going back to the Volca Sample, not the Volca Sample, going back to the Volca FM, what do I really think about it? I think it's an amazing synthesizer. Not necessarily for like the best sound or whatever, but just the interface of it. Like if you really look at the design itself, and like the knobs and everything, I think are ergonomically placed for when it's like really tailored for performance, and you can just lose track of time just twiddling, messing with the algorithm, arpeggiator, and the divisions, and even using the transpose or octave up, octave down on the faders on the side. I think like this synthesizer, in terms of like its sequencer and like the motion sequence recording and stuff like that, that's what makes it stand out for me. And the fact that it has MIDI in, and you can load up any type of FM patch that you want, like stemming all from the DX7 to now, which is, I don't know, how many years has it been? Like over 30 years, I would say, of patches and sounds, which is amazing, And not only that, you can use the sync in and out to transfer your files to another Volca FM. So let's say if you have a buddy that's like has a Volca FM and you have all these cool patches on it, you could just transfer your stuff, your files, and everything, which I think is very important. But anyways, let's talk a little bit about the cons, the downsides, what I find with this unit. For one, I think it's pretty noisy, especially when you boot it up. When you turn it on and you turn it off, there's a big pop noise. So it might just like clip onto your recorders or your interface or anything. So be aware of that. And also, when you just turn up the volume knob, you hear the noise from it. And people have said, oh, it's because of the batteries. And yeah, like I experienced the same thing on like my MPC 500 when I use it with batteries. But when I plug it in, the noise typically goes away. On this one, or maybe it's just my unit, noise is still there. So for sound-wise and professional recording, I don't recommend this synthesizer. But if you want something to create ideas, build sequences, just like muck around with it, like, dude, this is one of my favorite synthesizers and one of like the coolest things that I still have, I find. I think the chorus effect is pretty cool. I like it. I just wish that like you can toggle between different choruses. Like if you had a function chorus and you kept pressing the chorus, it would be chorus 1, chorus 2, chorus 3, chorus 4. Maybe I'm asking for too much, but I think that would be a cool addition. And the flux, dude, how many times have I tried to record a sequence like unquantized? It sounds really good, but then afterwards it just automatically quantizes everything. And yeah, it's a big limitation, because if you compare it to the Volca keys, it has the flux option and you can record unquantized into the internal sequencer. So if you want to do anything that's not quantized, then you have to use an external sequencer for that. Besides everything, I think this is a perfect synthesizer just to go out with, on the go to a park, hook it up to another effects unit, make some ambient noises, use the SQ1 even, and I've seen videos with the SQ1 and the Volca FM, and I think they just make such a perfect combination together. For a while I wanted one, but then I waited and I found the SQ64 came out, and I already have two sequencers. I have the QY300, which is pretty great. I have a video using the QY300 with the Volca FM. If you're interested, I'll put a little eye thingy right in the corner. But yeah, so like I already have two sequencers, so I don't really need another one right now. But I feel like the combination between the SQ64 and the Volca series is an exciting step up, definitely. And yeah, that's about it. It just taught me a lot about synthesis, not just FM synthesis, but like synthesis in general. And it is very deep in terms of, let's say if you're trying to edit your patches on the device itself, I wouldn't recommend it. I would suggest you get a patch editor. There are many to choose from. Most famous one is Dext, but you can use Oscillator Sync's synthmata on, and I'll put a link in the description, but just make sure to use it with Google Chrome, because Google Chrome can transfer MIDI messages over its browser, but you can't do it with Safari. I'm not sure if you can do it with Firefox. I don't know. Just be aware of that. And yeah, basically, I love this synthesizer. I got a lot of flack from my other video talking about the Volca FM and why I sold it. I understand. Probably wasn't the greatest video, but Um, I just like for people to know that I'm not a volca hater. I do love volcas. I think they're perfect introduction for anyone who wants to do anything music related or just as a hobby or something even more. Uh, yeah. So with that being said, peace, and I hope y'all have a great day. Maybe I'll just record a little jam. You know what? Why not? Let's do it. Peace.